Hi everyone. I know you guys have been waiting on me to speak in regards to this situation with Iron Jacket. You guys are upset with me because I didn't jump when you asked me to, right? You guys are saying things like, my silence speaks volumes. The only thing my silence is saying is that I don't speak on things I have no clue on, right? I don't know anything about this man's personal life. I don't. He doesn't know anything about my personal life, right? You guys want to address his love triangle, want me to address it, his blue eyes, him being a white boy from Florida and not a Chicano from Los Angeles. You know, my relationship with Iron Jacket was simple. It was an artistic, creative one. That's it. Outside of that, I haven't a clue. So I hired him to do La Vida es un Sueño, and he didn't charge me. He did it on the strength. From that, Cholowani came to be. And I hate to break it to you guys, but Cholowani's real. It's a real story. And it comes from a real source, right? Let's call this person Triple OG. I don't want to put his name out there because it's not my place to do so. When I was working on Cholowani, Iron Jacket told me about Triple OG and that he gave him the lowdown, the rundown on Cholowani. So as we're making it, I said, hey man, is it all right to share this with the world? He said, yes, of course. That's what we want. That's what we all want. We want to put this message in the hands of our people. And you know, I took you guys on that journey and I love it. And I was down for it, right? Obviously, I made it happen, right? So as we're working on Cholowani, you know, he tells me about Triple OG, and me and Triple OG become friends on Instagram, and Triple OG has been deported, and he claims to be one of the first Nahuatl speaking homeboys, right, in prison. And this is from back in the days, right? He's a veterano. So I am now in contact with Triple OG. I've been on the phone with him, and he confirmed that Cholowani came from him and that it's authentic, that it's real. It's a real history. You know, it's not fake. It's not made up. And when all this stuff happened with Iron Jacket, you know, Triple OG contacted me, and I said, hey man, should I take this down? Is this fucking fake too? Is everything fake? What's going on? And he said, no, don't take it down. The message is real. It's not about the messenger, you know. It was always about the message. So I said, okay, fuck it, I'll leave it up. But we lost sight of that, right? Now it's about the messenger and not the message. Okay, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? I get it. So, you know, I ran Triple OG's name through my people, through my circle, and he checks out. He is who he says he is, right? I think Triple OG should come out, introduce himself to the world, and let people know, like, hey, I gave Iron Jacket the origin story of Cholowani, and I am a real motherfucker, you know? Her earned my stripes, etc., etc. So you know, he gave the message to Iron Jacket, or the origin story, as I should say, as I put it. So I hate to break it to you, Cholowani's real. His blue eyes, I didn't really trip out on his blue eyes, you know? Everyone on my father's side of the family has colored eyes. You know, my cousin Wicked from that big Sherman Grand Hills Park, he has hazel eyes. You know, my cousin Jesus from Cotija, Michoacan, he's a ginger, has red hair and blue eyes. So I didn't really trip out on his colored eyes, right? I have people in my family with colored eyes. His name, Owen Thomas. And I think that's his adopted name. His real name is like Andrew something, right? But then when he got adopted, became Owen Thomas. I didn't meet him as Owen Thomas or as Andrew. I met him as Iron Jacket. And that checked out. He was at my house one day, swimming in the pool. And he had his clothing in a little pile to the side of the pool. When I came out and I was drying myself out, I noticed that his wallet was left open. Maybe intentionally, I don't know, maybe by accident. But his ID caught my attention. It was something I had never seen before, right? It's not because it was an out-of-state license or anything like that, but it was a little bigger than normal. And it said diplomat in red letters on the top. It said diplomat. It had his photograph with all the tattoos. And on the name, it said Iron Jacket. And underneath that, where it was like race or tribe or something, it said Chichimeca. That was on the ID. That was a real fucking ID. It wasn't some fake thing, right? And it blew my mind. I was like, damn, this fool's a diplomat? And he saw me looking at it, and he was just like, hey. And I didn't even touch. I was like, hey, my bad. I didn't mean to be, lurking on your stuff. And he's like, no, it's okay, But yeah, that's what it said on his ID. Diplomat, Iron Jacket, Chichimeca, had his fucking photograph. Name checked out. Him not being from Los Angeles. Hey, I'm not from Los Angeles, so I couldn't, validate that if he is or isn't. I just read the writing on the wall. His chest plate says Brown Pride. That's what he has tattooed on his chest, Brown Pride. He has an Aztec calendar on the back with Boyle Heights, Sur 13 on his back. I just read the writing on the wall, my boy. I don't know what you guys expect from me or want me to do. So I read the writing on the wall. I'm not from LA. I'm from SD. I have homies from SD. But, who am I to say, hey, you're from LA, you're not, everything that has to do with his personal life, I know nothing about that. He knows nothing about my personal life, right? I know nothing about this love triangle, this thing he had going on with these females. I know nothing about. I listened to some of the videos that Marvelous put out recently, I listened to the one that he put out where he had some audio. And the audio was this girl who says that she was one of his very Iron Jackets, one of his first girlfriends. And in the audio, what I took from it was that he's always been claiming to be Mexican. He's always had those tattoos. He got enough, didn't get along with his mom and ended up in foster care. What else? But that he always treated her kindly. He was good to her. That's what I took from it, right? There was no dirt. I don't know. And then what was the other one? The one on that same video was this lady from New Mexico who Iron Jacket was tattooing for like 9 months. And it sounds like this lady fell in love with him and she wanted to get with him, but he was not interested. And he let her down lightly, I guess. I don't know. I didn't catch anything crazy from that either. What else? There was another video that Marvelous put out recently with 3 females that he was talking to, some of them for years, and it seemed like they were all adults. There was no underage females in this situation. It sounds like he was trying to be a playboy and he got caught, and people are upset, but he didn't even sleep with half of these women, The one that's upset the most, he didn't even sleep with. You know, the one that he did sleep with, she had a boyfriend. So basically, she just like cheated on her boyfriend with this dude. I don't know. You know what I mean? I didn't catch anything incriminating, you know, trying to blow it out of proportion that he was starting this fucking sex cult. I don't know. Okay. It's like you guys are trying to get a fucking Netflix special out of this, you know? I'm not here to defend dude, you know? I'm not. But I'm not here to talk shit on the dude either. You know, I'm not a bully. I'm not a troll. And I don't kick people when they're down. This dude's been getting his ass kicked up and down the block, you know, by everyone. You know, he hasn't spoken. You know, it's not my place to speak on this dude. It's not my place to speak on any man. You know, whether I like you or dislike you, I'm not gonna put your business out there, you know, like that. I'm not gonna reshare negativity and things, you know. I'm gonna continue to work with people. I'm an artist, and I collaborated with this dude, right? In the future, I'm gonna continue to work with people, you know, and I might work with someone that you guys will do something that you guys disapprove of, and you guys are going to want to connect it to me in one way or another. That seems unfair. I'm sure a lot of you have family members who have committed some crimes or made some mistakes. That doesn't mean that you or the rest of your family are criminals or somehow, you know, a part of it or should be, you know, attacked for it, right? I'm an artist. I collaborated with him. I shared my platform with him, you know, but he was already Iron Jacket, you know, before he met me, you know. You guys are upset because I didn't jump on it the minute everyone else did, right? The reason I didn't do that is because I myself have been wrongfully accused in the past of things I didn't do. Right? People have made videos about me, you know, that are incorrect, that are wrong, and they're straight up lies, right? Let me share a story with you guys. When my daughter was 21, she dated this acquaintance of mine, right? Well, I thought it was a friend. They were dating secretly. And when I found out, it upset me. I didn't want them to be together. My daughter knew him one way, and I knew him another. I knew him as a dude who was addicted to drugs, who was unpredictable, and who had hit his previous girlfriend. So of course I didn't want this dude with my daughter, with my little girl. You know, I didn't want him dating my little girl. I love my daughter. I wanted to protect her. I wanted the best for her. I didn't think this dude was the best choice for her. All right? But she was 21, an adult, and made her decision. It tore me apart. It hurt me. And tore us apart. We didn't talk for 4 years. She didn't talk to me for 2, and I didn't talk to her for the last 2. You know? There's a lot of pain. This dude was not from my neighborhood. He was a tagger. He was in my brother's crew. My brothers started this graffiti crew a long time ago in San Diego. And when they found out that my daughter was dating this guy too, it split the crew in two. The people that were on this dude's side and the people that were on my side, right? And it was, to say the least, war. And it was crazy because we all knew where we all lived, where we all hung out, and it was just on site and it was nonstop, right? It didn't have to become that, but it did, unfortunately, you know? So I was working on my album Young Gods during all of that, So I made a couple songs in regards to what was going on. Young Gods, Love is the Enemy, and Friends Are Poison. Those songs are about that situation. As I'm touring this album, I do a few interviews. People are asking me, hey, what's up with these lyrics? And I'm an idiot, and I'm transparent, and I'm honest, and I speak from the gut, and I speak from the heart. And I was like, yo, it's about this situation, And, people, doesn't matter what you do or say, they'll find a way to weaponize your own words and use them against you. Especially if you're being vulnerable and just saying, hey, man, I'm human, and some shit went down, and now, they're going to crucify you. So, and some of those interviews were even out of context too. Like one of them, like straight up, like I did the interview and it never came out. It never came out. Then I married my wife, and now I'm like popular, or there's, an interest in me because of my wife. And this dude who was a freelance writer decides to sell an interview that I had done fucking back in 2013, and he sells it in fucking 2019, So it seems relevant or something, but it was an old fucking interview. It was during the time of Young Gods, But nonetheless, that's my fault, right? It's my fault for fucking washing my dirty laundry in front of everyone, in front of everyone. Take full responsibility for that. And I'm sorry for the people I hurt, and I love my daughter. I love you so much, I know you asked me to not talk about this, and here I am doing it. I'm so sorry, So, I get married. My wife is pregnant, and me and my daughter are working things out, I want her in my life. She's about to be a sister. And, we're working things out. I love my daughter. The dude passed away of a, drug overdose. So I don't want to talk about dude. I don't want to talk about the dead, and not in a disrespectful way. So he passed away. Me and my daughter are mending our things, And, this girl that I've never met, this YouTuber, her whole thing is making videos about people that she doesn't know. She spills tea. She gossips. That's her platform. That's what she does, right? Just talking shit on people, celebrities. Because, if you're a celebrity, you're not... I don't know. You're not human. You have no feelings, and you don't make mistakes. And then if you do, you're fucking going down for it, right? So this girl makes this video about me and my daughter. She doesn't know me. She doesn't know my daughter. Doesn't know my friends. Doesn't know my family. Nobody in my circle. She's not from San Diego, but she makes this video, right? In the video, she says that my daughter was raped by my homeboys. That she was 13, and that I abandoned her for it. That's what she said, right? Just no consequences. She didn't give a fuck what it was going to do to my relationship that I was working on with my daughter, or anything else, or to my life, or to my work life. I lost a lot of opportunities because of it, Not only did it fucking hurt, but she didn't care. I never did anything to this woman. Not one thing. Nothing for her to do this, She just took it upon herself to say, fuck this dude, right? And the crazy part is, she didn't even fucking she didn't title it with my name or my band, right? Because I'm not that big of an artist, right? I have my following or whatever, but I'm not a huge artist, right? And I'm not internationally known. No, so she didn't put Leah Farsayer, the vocalist in Prayers. Nah. She put Kat Von D's husband, right? because my wife's name is going to get numbers. It's going to get traction, right? She knew what she was doing, right? And she releases this fucking video. And she doesn't know this, right? But this is how the fucking universe works, I guess. Sometimes, they say it comes in threes. She released it the same fucking day that I find out that my mother has cancer, right? So during this week, during this month, my son is born. I find out my mom has cancer, and this stranger releases this fucking video that goes viral. I'm getting attacked from everywhere. I'm getting death threats from people I've never met. I'm getting called every fucking thing you can think of, And people just, they took the bait. They were like, yeah, fuck this dude, right? And I know, right? Why didn't I explain myself? I wanted to. I really did. But during that time, I just had a brand new baby. I was taking care of my baby, my wife, and my mother. On top of that, my daughter, my wife, and my manager told me to not speak on it, to let it go, that it would go away. And that if I spoke on it, that all I was going to do is give it more attention. That I was just going to put my spotlight on it. And guess what? It didn't go away. And to this day, that shit bothers me. Knowing that I haven't spoken my truth, that I haven't defended myself, right? But I wanted to, excuse me. I wanted to honor the requests that came from my people. And I was angry at them. I was angry at my daughter. I was angry at my wife. I was angry at my team, my manager, because they didn't want me to say anything, right? But it's not their fault. It was my fault, again, for being transparent, for being an emotional idiot, who just says whatever he's thinking and feeling. I don't anymore, I fucking learned, that, during this time I had to pick my battles, and I chose, hey, my wife, my son, my daughter, my family, and my mother, right? And that's why I didn't jump on this fucking situation with Iron Jacket like everyone else did. When all this stuff was coming out, I was like, I gotta talk to old dude. I gotta see what's true, what's not. I can't just come out and turn my back on this dude ASAP like that. Like all his other homies did, like, hey, to each their own. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck wants to go down with a sinking ship? Save yourself type of shit, but I was thinking, you know what? People have light on me. There's a video out there in the fucking internet right now that's not true, that some person made about me that I don't know, and people ate it up. What if this situation with Iron Jacket is similar, right? What if people are lying on him? That's where I was coming from. That's why I didn't want to jump on the situation like everyone else did. I needed the dust to settle. You know, you guys are upset because you know, it's like I can't win with you guys. You know, you guys, the relationship that I have, what seems the relationship that I seem to have with my audience is that it comes with strings attached. You guys listen to my music, therefore I owe you something. You guys watch my music videos, therefore I owe you something. So you guys just feel like I owe you something, right? Like the minute you leave me a message or tag me in something, I have to jump on it, right? Please don't do me any favor. Don't watch my videos. Don't listen to my music. Don't support me if it comes with strings attached. I'm an artist. I create. I'm gonna keep making music. I'm gonna keep making art, and not for monetary gains. It's just who I am. I'm an artist. I can't help it. I'm always gonna create. You know, whether I have an audience or if I don't, nothing's gonna change. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. You know, I have other things happening in my life outside of Iron Jacket, outside of social media, outside of Instagram. You know, my mom died 2 months ago. You know, during this time with all this, you know, Iron Jacket was coming to my house because he was working on Cholowani Part 2 with Marvelous, with Triple OG, with Homeboy from Arizona, with Richard, with all these people, right? I had already backed out. You know, my mom was at the end of her life. And I told dude and everyone else, hey man, you know, my mom might die tomorrow. That's what I need to focus on. Not Cholowani Part 2 or anything else. You know? So when he was coming here and working with the homies and doing whatever he was doing, you know, that I wasn't a part of that. I already checked out, you know? I don't know what you guys want from me, man. Like, honestly, you guys want me to talk shit on this dude? You know, what do you that's not who I am. You know, if there would have been, like people were saying at first, that underage females, yes, I would have a fucking issue with that if Homeboy was messing around with some underage females. But there wasn't that. You know, the youngest female is 22 and we don't even know if anything happened. You know, straight up, you know, she hasn't come out to say anything. So, what do you guys want from me, man? You want me to take the video down, Cholowani? You want me to take down La Vida es un Sueño? I don't give a fuck. I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? But then don't fucking DM me and leave messages on my other videos like, yo, where the fuck is the video? Like, I don't know, man. Like, you know, I don't know what you guys want to hear from me. But I'm sorry if I didn't give you guys what you're asking for. I'm just me, you know? And I don't know what else to say. You know? Have a good night.